Maybe you'll find a vein. I'm just hammering these walls and hoping. God, what an absolutely garbage day. Just terrible, terrible day. Boom. So after the struggle aboard the bus last night, at least I think we have literally finished out everything in the Underdark. I think we're done with it completely right now. At least as far as this act goes, because okay, so we've long rested. I've got my little Buffy doos on. I think I'm level 6. We're about to get level 7. Another a little more than a quarter. Whoop.
There is work to do.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We don't. Nobody needs to talk to me, so we're gonna leave camp. I don't really know exactly when. I should say where. All right, let's do one quick overview of the world. I don't know what lies. There's a loading wall here. Let me go to the Blighted Village real quick and we'll run west. We'll see what that drops us off at.
Have to keep pushing.
Dancing with the butterfly. Ba-na-da, ba-na-da, ba-na-da. So everybody is running around in amazing new gear. By everyone, I mean my character is. Because we decided to go with the splint for him,
What's next?
and she's got the shielding.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well,
In it. Sorry, I gotta turn on one of my mods here real quick. Camera. There we go. Give me a little more zoom out and a little bit more control. I legit have no idea what's up here. Oh, the mouse can pass.
What's that?
That is us doing some digging. The ocean and the butterfly. All right, so we got a couple paths we can take right now. We can take the... We can do this to reach the Githyanki Creche. Travel up the mountain path. Or we can go through the Underdark to go to the... I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff right now is... Where are those waypoint markers? I have no idea what these markers are for. Why is there a marker here for the mountain pass? Waypoint feature. Go to the rest real quick. I don't know what this signifies. The ocean and the butterfly. Ba-na-da-ba-na-da-bum. All right, so here's the pass. Okay. Okay, I don't know why we're here. But we're going to go to the Underdark, and I'm going to go up to... we're going to go to Moonrise Tower, actually, because I want to knock out a lot of the Moonrise Tower stuff. I don't understand what that is. So let's how quick. So we're clearing that. We're just making sure we get everything out of here. This is not a big deal. We're gonna burn through some stuff really fast. That is supposed to be a smoke powder cache here. Oh, smoke powder satchels. I guess there are.
More for me.
For me. Adamantine Forge, which we finished up. Oh, I gotta go back and turn in these quests. I never did that. Whoops. Haha, whoopsie. Harper stash? It's probably... I know what the... I mean, there was the Harper symbol, but I thought it was because of the... that was a trap because of the... what are those guys called? The mimics. It should be like right here. Yeah.
Looks like the place the Dark Justicia's letter mentioned. But where's the stash?
Right there. Oh wait, didn't it say we need to do something with light? Didn't we have to do the light thing? Don't need any completed tomes. Rescue, we gotta go find him. I have no idea how to burn that, so we'll look into that later. I mean, can I put you on? No.
All right.
All right, we're gonna travel back. That literally is everything here. We're finished. So we'll take we'll go back to the 4 colony and finish up. It floats into the black. Look at how she died, but no one would ever know how many miles she'll roam, or how she does with such elegance and style. To... Oh,
The
there you
boat beckons you aboard.
go. Board and sail. All right. Woo. We gotta go to the spore colony, which is where? You know, as this place says, thank God I have dark vision. Otherwise, this would be impossible. I think I just went the wrong way. Yep. Yup.
Have I got everything then?
Getting lost like that.
Wait, don't I tell this dude like you're the... Oh, they're there. Hello.
Peace bringer, be at home.
Oh, wait. I guess I'm done.
Thanks again for offing that drow. Only made it here because of you. But I can't stop thinking about the rest of us. Stuck in Moonrise with a bunch of sadists. Poor bastards.
Bastards.
We've had some rest. Maybe we can... You saved my skin, but there's more bastards out there. For everyone you kill, pint on me.
Oh, okay.
No need for me to ask how you fared. Some of my kin have already made it here, safe and sound.
It's past time we were back in the city. But if you find yourself there, call on us. The Iron Hand gnomes are good friends to have.
Iron Hand Gnomes, newest friends.
Like I say, we Iron Hands make good friends. But bad enemies too. Some folk are about to be reminded of that.
Okay.
I miss the damn sun.
The Myconids are trying to help, but I keep seeing my friends in Moonrise.
Thank you. Well,
Okay, so we have finished topside. And now we finished here. I guess it's time to go to finish the arcane tower. That's the basement to the tower? Okay. Path to Moonrise Tower, path to the creche. Okay. I guess we go. And then the butterfly. Reason I can't.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I'll manually click it up here. I don't want to follow that spot just in case that takes me straight to combat, so reach moonrise through here. So I guess you cannot come back here. Like, you're done. Hello, Christine. The Kate? That's... Why are you yelling? Also, hello. The plot thickens. Leave Act 1 for somewhere altogether darker. No, I know what it is when you said the Kate. It's just the yelling. Might have been like the worst possible way to get here instead of just going through like the mountain passes. That's what you do best? You do everything the best. Oh, you can teleport backwards. Okay.
Another step forward.
Another step forward. Yep, don't like that. Get our time portal ready. Time portal set. Butterfly. Yes, I do have the drops enabled for this. All you got to do is hang out, I think, for like 2 hours, which means you will have to watch 1 3-minute ad break in 38 minutes. Oh, that seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I know you bite. Beat a 10. 12 to 15. But we don't need those. We don't need those numbers in here. I don't know why I just changed my entire party order. So I see you're doing pottery. Let me know when I can order a piece or two. Who actually needs high pots? I need a high pot. He needs a high pot. Is there an order? Wow, literally none of these are in the proper order. Unfortunate. Okay, so you need a high potion, and he needs a high potion. We'll give it to him. Nope.
No time to rest.
Armor is lower. One of my friends started off with like doing it as a hobby, and she turned it into her entire business right now. And she is digging it. I need to find a waypoint because I really do want to test teleporting back and forth. We've seen that. We know that's a trap. Yeah, I'll be here. Who are you? This is like the first time I've run into new content. Like, I've done the old content quite a few times, so like this is all very brand new to me. Oh, we light up all the fires. Huh? This yellow book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside of a town called Wraithwin to the Underdark. God, it's really hard playing these fantasy games when you're completely illiterate. That seems ominous. Let's make sure all the candles are lit. Is that Shar? No, that's not Shar. I don't know who that is.
Who there, wanderer?
Ooh.
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
Why? Number 2.
Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek. Ever a man of leisure.
Go get
Would it
Gale.
pain
I
you
would,
greatly
except that I
to
don't
assist me along the
like
little
him.
voyage I intend to undertake
Like,
to
at all.
this aforementioned camp? And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you.
I literally don't use anybody but the default. I mean, literally these characters that I've been playing with since early access. It's such a great party setup, even though Shadowheart's what is it? Shadowheart's something strike always misses because everyone has infinitely high dexterity. Why did everybody get incredibly high dexterity? Anyways, as you saw, he is my master lockpicker, so I can't get rid of him. And she's actually a pretty good tank. And then there's me, kind of just everything else.
My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience?
Katie, isn't Waterdeep where we were doing the dungeon crawl story from?
Fair, worthy of the name, drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst.
Okay.
Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale. Where is your decorum? If you guys want, I could turn on the Twitch voting thing just to see if you guys want to influence my story. I know the choices I am definitely going to be making, though. Because number 3 is just infinitely a lie. I take in every single person who's a vagabond. Like, my camp is stacked. Stacked, I tell you. Also, hi, Mook. How are you doing? No, Katie, I will say that specifically because of your 2 campaigns, it's the only reason I know anything of the Sword Ghost. That's it. Like, I know the names and I know the map and I kind of know the general idea. I've had to look up maybe 1 or 2 things. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm picking.
Oh, for the love of... Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will.
This is like
Words
playing with Katie in my
labeled
game.
with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Okay. I would honestly, number 4 I think is the funniest one. Like, I really do want to say number 4, but I'm not that rude, even though druids technically are like neutral, chaotic-ish neutral. But I'm having a hard time with the "you're actually her divine messenger." Really? Really?
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider
Dun, dun, dun.
what she considers to be forgiveness.
There it is.
Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Goddess is aware. I wouldn't say no to... No, I don't want that. If the gods know, why are we facing these threats alone is a pretty good one. You wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite, withering spell... Now, I'm leaning towards 2. Because that's typically like, oh, if they're aware of my... If they're aware of the plight and it's such a big deal, like, where is their assistance?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be.
That's too much of a Christian response. I'm not a fan of that.
Discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Ineffable. Oh, yeah, see, because, like, now, I think that's why I'm drawn to, like, Planescape Torment, or just the City of Sigil on its own, because the Lady of Pain is the deity who will show up and just absolutely obliterate somebody. Like, it's a presence of a powerful entity who's not, oh, they exist, but you never interact with them and you never see them, and it's all, I ran a campaign for a little bit that started in the Ringed City, and there were a couple of times when they were walking places, I would have them roll kind of randomly. I'm like, make a roll and tell me what you're thinking. And I was planning a couple of mazes, but they would have to do very bad. roll. All right, sorry. This is why I've come here, Gale, to charge you with its destruction. It is Mister's belief that only you can. I'm going number 2 because this is my story.
I doubt not your conviction, but Gale has an unnatural advantage.
The ore.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock,
as it were.
when the orbs rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
Oh, cool. I get to hear her while I'm
You
awake.
must find
Fantastic.
The heart of the absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
We'll be rid of Gale and the Absolute in one fell swoop. Win-win. I don't hate him that much. They just gave you such a great starting party. I don't care about the other ones. I will say on my next solo playthrough, I'm going to run with all the other people. And I have to figure out how to be a better healer. Number 2. It is his decision.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
So, I mean, that just makes me... Hang on, I want to try adjusting one of the settings on OBS. That just makes me ask the question, because you technically can kill all your party members. We got to keep running that at 200. I'm honestly picking number 2. Like, we'll find a way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell.
Katie,
and
I need
wane
you to stop being the same
seas.
person as me, if you
So
could. Thanks.
too, the sky's children gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate
So, but
break
that
upon the shores of
just
will.
makes me think, honestly, that your statement right there.
Farewell, my friend.
Don't you want
Farewell,
food?
Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Out of nowhere, don't you want food? I thought you were going to eat with... Preparing the weave unlocked. I won't quit you. So you can fight and, like, not accept people into your party. What happens if you don't accept Gale and you kill him outside, like when you first encounter him? Like, where does the plot go from there? Or is he, like, protected? I'm not long resting, am I? Oh, this is... Whoops. As long as everyone minds her... Oh, yeah, no, we're not resting. Okay, cool. He has a... Oh, if you kill him, I bet he explodes. I bet he explodes if you kill him. Because isn't that like the thing? It releases the magic. Also, Katie, if you're playing on, well, you have to play on PC. It's not out yet for console. I would highly suggest getting the camera mod to be able to kind of pitch your camera around to get some cooler angles of stuff. And this is the big one. It's not a mod that runs inside the game's files because it's a script running outside the game. So the game doesn't register you as running a mod, and it's also not cheating for people that care. So like you start the game, and once you're in the game, you just turn on the mod and you just use the middle mouse click to pal around.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I like how I can automatically just get rid of the conversation. I was really hoping the second part of 2 would be something else, but yeah, I'll go with 3.
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistress Chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message, however much it pained him to do so. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering, like, really? Really?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Whatever you need to do. I mean, I'm leaning towards 3. I don't understand. Can't Mistress destroy the absolute. So that's it. You're on a suicide mission. What about me? No, definitely not that. You literally just live at camp, my guy. You need to do, I'm probably going 3.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
Yeah, I'm not... You're not in my party, but I'm not going to let you blow yourself up. Trust me.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us.
Don't raise your voice at me.
We may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Raise your voice at me. We're not cool. Me and Scratch are cool, but you and I...
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Yeah, we're doing great, man. Here's, have some pets. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Feels good.
Moving in.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
Give him some pets, too, because he's doing pretty good.
More.
Yeah, I've heard that's a thing, but like, I'm also sort of beyond the point that was originally supposed to happen. Because I know I gotta turn my AC down. It's hot in here. Because I know there was a thing. Yeah, because I know there's a thing. It's like, oh, if I literally just kept feeding him every single time he was asking for food. And I believe I know the cutscene that's supposed to happen. There's a scene very early where you hear this loud dog yelping noise, and you rush over to it. But they're in my game, they were just sleeping next to each other, and the owl cub was having a nightmare. I think that would have been the scene, because I don't know why else Scratch would have yelled or yelped, whatever you want to say. Be right back a second. Actually, I'm gonna run to the bathroom too. Oh, I'm glad my bot just disconnected everything, reconnected, backed up everything, cleared out, whatever. Okay, well, that was kind of a giant-ass waste of my time, so leaf camp. I do want to try throwing the anti-magical plant on him to see what that does. I've been given the critical task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul Near will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find? The Catherick created so long ago, now sealed by the curse. Grimforge may hold in us its untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble. Quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as convinced in such matter. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Lady of Scrolls, do your job. Love to see it.
The shadow-cursed lands.
I have a voice?
Back home in the Underdark seem...
I won't have to worry about the sun, at least.
Even in the Underdark, I never saw gloom like this. It's unsettling.
Darkness or not, we need to reach Moonrise Towers.
All right, on the adventure we go. Via Lux.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
Oh, my girl wants to talk? Okay.
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath.
Relax.
She loves me. She must do.
she must do.
Carried away? Hardly. The proof is right there. Just be grateful someone can handle this place. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
There was one in the Underdark. Why did you ignore it? I literally brought you through the poison. Wait, does she not see all the doom and gloom? Is that...
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Yeah, no, you're still getting your shit wrecked. Okay. Can't
slow down.
Can't slow down. Can't stop. Won't stop. Let's have a look.
Lady shields me. I can feel her.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Shields you from what? You literally have no buff on you or anything. The ocean and the butterfly. Ba-na, bum, ba-na, bum, ba.
Don't mind if I do.
Isobel. Watch the shadows.
I just heard a voice and that wasn't someone in the party. I am a god's damn genius. This curse has people legging it. A couple of the idiots begged me to run back and grab their stuff, but the ring is my ticket to the city. The old man was desperate. You should have heard the sob story. The man was his wife, love of his blah, blah, blah. He's camp grave, kind of weird if you ask me. Anyway, she was buried with the family ring. It's deeper into the darkness. I'll grab it and be on my Baldur's Gate. Better prepare itself, cause with the two of us in the city, we'll wring every last copper out of the place. Love you, Dandelion. See you soon. Buried with the family ring. It's deeper into the darkness. Wait, these Harpers? I think I'm friends with the Harpers. Yeah. I think me and the Harpers are best of buds, if I'm not mistaken.
This curse subverts all that is good in nature.
Yeah, I guess I, as a druid, would not be a fan of this place at all. Especially with the whole subverting nature.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there?
Just a tree? Hit him with the druid answer. Ooh, back away, palms up. Wow, those are good answers.
Enough not to trust a voice from the darkness. Come into the light. Hands high.
As my hands aren't raised. So.
Jonas, move in.
Jonas, no, we hardly knew you.
Jonas, can you see our torches?
I can't see anything. Something's wrong.
He's dead.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Barr! I was way off on that sound. My bad.
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Ew. Ew.
Harpers, you heard the man. 2 arms.
2 arms. Alright, what the hell is this? This is a level 5 shadow. Wow, it has high dexterity, which means radiant damage is worthless against it. While in the sunlight, this creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. And it has acid resistance, thunder resistance, fire resistance, lightning resistance, poison resistance. Radiant light does a ton of damage.
Let my name be known.
Ow.
Shit. The shadows took Jonas. Make every strike count!
Come on, game. Figure it out. What are we doing? There we go. I hate that I have to use this just because it's like, you know, that. Well, yeah.
To me.
Wow, there's no way that actually hit. Get out of here. 2020, 17, 16, 19. Don't you just have like a massive, like, big old light wave attack or something? You have slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. I mean, I feel like that's just kind of everything, honestly. Oh, I used my bonus action already. Well, ripperonis. All right. I didn't realize that was going to be a one-hit kill.
May the gods take you first.
That's right, you're immune to necrotic damage. Okay, he's done with his turn. You can move on.
The shot finished!
Like, I feel like she's about to die and I need to heal her, and I'm not happy about that. I think that was my only bonus action. Oh no, I can concentrate on myself. Okay. It was it Gale's turn? Spirit Weapon is, I don't know, I think it might be one of the worst spells in the game. Like, it has horrible travel times, and don't go with a beam, you moron.
I will not know failure. Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me
your map.
Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
No! Oh my god, I gotta do that over again. Wait, why?
Taste my fury.
Wait, what the hell just happened? My finger accidentally hit number 5.
You sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes. You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter. The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace comes to you. What came of it? In her former life, this girl played in the nearby woods. She was always the best at climbing trees.
Have to keep going.
Have to keep going. Can't stop, won't stop.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world.
But then the darkness came. Camp in the shadows? What is that, this way?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I've wished to live in more interesting times.
What now? Hardly a challenge.
Whew, gotta beat a 10. Roll it. Oh, this will be a close one. This will be real close. Hold on. We almost didn't make it. Like that was nail biting. Hey, Katie, does a 45 hit?
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's
Ellie
doing.
May. You've seen this name before.
Yeah, I have seen that name before. Where's the ring? I was promised there'd be punch and pie.
Those tracks say fox, but the stride is odd. It must have jumped down there.
Oh, well, guess where we're going. Oh, there's a hole right there. Can one of you assholes see this for me, please?
What's that hiding in the dirt?
All right, typically there's always another way into a cave. Oh, you gave him the cow. I mean, that's sitting in my inventory back in the place. But yeah, the cowboy hat's a good fit. I need you to hit me with. As I select the wrong thing. Get out. He didn't rip. Of course he looks like Garth Brooks. Who else would he look like? Where's that scroll? There it is.
What to do?
All right, let's go on an adventure. Boom, first try. Family ring, death saving throw +2. Worthless? Is that really all there was? Huh, that's unfortunate. Wow, I actually thought that was a cave, not a...
Never wanted the easy part.
Not a thing. Yeah, because her attacks keep missing, I just give her scrolls. I'm really hoping somebody comes out with a mod like that's a quality of life mod. Oh, put that right back on the ground. For organizing scrolls. He who was. Oh boy, am I gonna have to. What are you, level 6? I can take that on. You, on the other hand, what are you? You are intargetable. Yeah, she's kind of like my resident librarian, and I'm okay with that.
Where lies your guilt?
The waiting mode.
I keep forgetting people can see this outside of the caster.
I am not people.
Oh, okay.
Though many would question how wise it is to approach a stranger in the dark.
Let me guess, you're not driving, you're traveling, right?
A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Sorry, one of my staff just texted me.
She is not the victim. Nay, she is the perpetrator.
Really?
This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence. Promised their secrets were safe with her.
I want to insight check
Yet she
him.
turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her. And to this day, her victims lie unavenged.
I mean, sounds like she must be punished thoroughly. She's dead. She's dead. I feel like that's...
Death is not the end. Merely another beginning. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
Nah, bro, she's dead. You gotta leave that be.
My reasons are of no consequence.
I mean, I
Your
will...
soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims.
Bro, she's dead.
Will you take it?
Bro, she's dead. Leave her be.
A pity. I thought I sensed the spark of heroes in you.
Please fight me, because I feel like you're gonna fight me.
Corpse does not stir. It will answer no more questions.
Thanks a lot, dude. Appreciate it.
Always room for more.
Silver trays are worth money. Incense is worth some type of money. Sickles are sometime worth money. Move, move, move. Silver glasses are worth money. All right, let's see if we can talk again.
This one is a murderer who walks free. She deserves to be punished. Or will you deny her victims peace?
Wait, do you have stuff on you? Oh, you have stuff on you. Oh, snap. Potion of Supreme Healing. Okay. I will give you some of this, and this, which is probably mostly your own stuff. Elixir of bark skin, that's kind of redundant. How about you just give me all... Oh, you literally can't. Give me one of these and barter that down so it's even. Trade. What the hell does this say? I feel like just bothering him over and over is my best thing. What ails the mind? The queen was clear. A full retreat to Shadowfell with all due haste. You beheld the fate of Love's Whisper after attendee in the darkness. She knew her name. The land, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got you. All right, let's talk.
This one is a murderer who walks free. She deserves to be punished. Your soul is lit with a grace few possess. It is blinding.
Don't kiss my ass. Just tell me what I have to do.
In the waning moon. Retrieve it, or this murderer will go unpunished.
So, what if I just push this guy off a cliff, though?
If you do not approve, you can leave.
Real quick, where's the cliff at? Well, I mean, I don't really need the cliff. Let me just look at your stats. Your strength is garbage. What line are you? Everything goes flying. I gotta look at this in tactical. There's too many lines. I feel like...
I wonder what the next
We will
move is.
leave soon enough.
Leave?
No, not until we've dealt with Madeline.
Yeah, the camera doesn't move very well in tactical view. Honestly, I wonder if that's because of the mod. Let's find out. Let's turn off the mod real quick. Camera off.
I should take that.
No, it's not. Camera view or tactical view is literally garbage. Wow, disappointing.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
All's well that ends, kind of. Okay, I guess. Like a really roundabout, weird way.
How much farther can I go?
We are fortunate.
Here we go.
Put it up. Hey, what's that fear of holes in things that aren't supposed to have holes or something like that? Tryptophobia? No, tryptophobia I think is the deep, right? Is that the deep one? All right, wish us luck. We got to beat a 16, and we only have a 12 bonus. This could be it. This is where we die. Oh, man. Unfortunate. Let's see if the numbers can get us over the hump. Okay, we just got there.
No one back home will ever believe this. Best be on my way.
Man, these rolls are skin of the teeth. I tell ya. Hey, Mook, are you still there? I should probably just combine my stuff, right? Oh, extract all. Yes, I should. Potion of greater healing. Crap. Is there a way I can craft a potion? Not Jesus. Is there a way I can craft a character who will have as much proficiency as Astrian does? I'm glad everybody failed that. Man, how unfortunate that I can't be surprised. Thief subclass? I think he does have thief subclassing. Dude, how dare you? Hey, Zaps, what's going on? The Shadow Curse. The Shadow Curse is a powerful threat that lurks and devours in the darkness. Surround yourself with light to avoid its most lethal effects. Common, fighter. Oh, I already used it, didn't I? Yeah, long rest.
My path is the light. The curse cannot penetrate its glow.
Oh, it literally is light. Okay. My dude is a plant. My dude is a plant.
Let's finish this.
Of course, I have a dexterity of 14. Like, why wouldn't they have a dexterity of 14 as fucking plant creatures. Doing good, though I'm being forced. You're Oh, you got the vid, huh? I'll say a prayer, man. Fuck that guy. Unfortunate, man. You know, sometimes it just do be like that, you know? What? Do they...
You can die later.
Do they all explode? I'm so confused as to why that just happened. Oh, I don't have a bonus action for this. Got nothing left. Well, we know Sacred Flame is a joke. They all explode, is what you're...
Back on your feet. This darkness is too much. I won't last long like this.
I'm not affected. curious.
No time to dally.
Well,
Take your
All right, what now?
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
sorry, I'm just kind of super irritated that everybody just got destroyed by that. Is what a cantrip. Oh, no, yes, that is a cantrip. Eldritch Blast, on the other hand, is an action. Do your thing. Good luck. Oh no, I rolled a 17.
Looking ahead. Time to press ahead.
So the little ones explode and the big ones don't? Okay. Yes, they are both cantrips that can be actions. Yes, I misunderstood the question. That's my fault. Oh yeah, Eldritch Blast is about the only thing a Warlock will use. It's the only thing they need to use. You can target multiple targets with it. If you're running a Charisma character, it's based off your Charisma. Like, it's great. I literally have it on my Druid because I needed something that was like a reusable easy action spell because I didn't have any. Yeah, you're right, because after X amount of levels, it gets that push ability. Yeah, good call, man. There's no teleport points here, which is funny to me.
That dead bird's been corrupted by the shadows. Would be wise to leave it alone.
Oh, if we're gonna leave it alone, we're gonna split the reality. Oh, they're all level 1s. Need to kill a lot of ravens at once? Eldritch Blast. How did she get hit for 10? What just happened?
Where do I go from here?
This is why I really wish I had Thunderclap, so I could just cast Thunderclap as a cantrip. If you guys could all do me a favor and just kind of like, oh, fuck off. Thanks.
Swift and lethal.
I'm ready.
Don't give up.
The letter is written on a scrap of paper. Blood and age have made it near help. Darkness has rolled into Rithwind, cutting us off on all sides. We sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before the words are obscured by drops of blood. This letter is our last hope. Send help. Anyone from anywhere, I beg you. I will renounce our lady loss and kiss the maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't leave us here in the darkness. Are these really all lootable?
On my way.
I'm still kind of stuck on the fact that these things are all level 1, though.
This place is protected. Must be the
For a warm bed and full stomach, look no further. Welcome to the Last Light Inn.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
Save. I wish Eldritch Blast could have targeted 15 targets and then just go pew 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 pew, finger guns all the way across the board. There's literally a dome around the city. It's got 2 houses.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you?
A servant of... I'm so glad there's more class acknowledgement.
A fellow druid. She will want to meet you.
Because
Keep your
that's why
hands
you
where I can
roll a
see them
druid.
And follow me.
I don't appreciate your tone.
Come. Jaheira!
Game's supposed to be called Baldur's Gate, and yet we haven't seen it. Really? Entangling roots? Really? Katie, are you still there? Or are you lurking? I forgot if you took off. Faith Warden. I've been named Faith Warden. So you know how Jaheira looks like she has seen some shit in a respectful way? That's how I picture you looking at the end of your school year, just like you've seen stuff.
Oh, but you ward something far more sinister than faith alone, don't you?
Oh, but you ward something far more sinister than faith, don't you? I saved your soldiers, and this is the thanks I get?
Kindness is too often a decoy.
Hey,
This is why
Deadpool!
we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
I can just accept my fate? What the hell is that?
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
Hey, it's Mole!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yeah!
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing.
That
Not so
is-
bad to hang around with either. Saved 2 of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
I'm so
True
happy.
soul with a mind of his own?
Oh my god.
How is that possible?
So then what's the point of the faith something dialogue? Wait, how did I get this? Wait, what? Why is that in my hand? I'm so confused.
What in the hells is that thing?
I'm so confused right now. If Shadowheart ever leaves, it's thrown in your pack. She's in my party. She's been healing us.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease.
Oh, thank you so
I'll
much.
pretend to understand what that artifact is.
That's good.
But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark.
Well, that's
Tell
awesome.
me,
Thank you so much.
why have you come here?
We're kind of on a quest to, yeah, there's a lot. Like, I've got to go to Moonrise Tower. The game's called Baldur's Gate, so I'm going to Baldur's Gate. I've got to look for a Gith Kresh. Like, there's just a lot going on. However, I am technically here on holiday, so let's go with that option instead.
You're just in time for happy hour. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require
Yes.
rest. Hello all in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm here on holiday.
It's for a good cause.
Aye. Our asses.
Man, mole coming out of the dark there. Whew, that was such a good save.
See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
That one wasn't me. That was a... Oh, there's a waypoint there. Okay.
Watching us.
Oh, wow. That is, like, right on the edge there. I mean, I am going to long rest. I just hate seeing...
Is that blood? No, never mind. Should mind my step.
I will say this. Once you get Circle of the Star in the game, it is absolutely going to ruin this part. Because you just generate so much light. Doing everyone's favorite RPG thing to do. Get the map exposed. Alright, is that the whole of the city mapped and outlined? Miss Katie, let me know when you get your drop. I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark here. About 10 minutes, which means we have an ad break coming up, what, in the next 12 minutes?
God's blood, this is heavy.
Maybe you should roll a strength character and we won't have to hear about your life story. Alright, so that sucks. Wait, is there no waypoint over here? I'll have to find it, I think. What do we have here? Something heart, Helian's heart. Our fiery friend, the Hellions heart. Find an infernal mechanic. Oh, there you go. Talk to Damon. We met Damon. Where's he at? God, I love his camera angle thing. So good.
You?
Hey,
What
finger
are the
guns.
odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But
Yeah,
no one
obvious.
has earned my trust, if not you.
Exactly.
When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Some of us had it easier than others. The baker, the schoolmaster. When Elturel was swallowed up, they could do little but survive. As for me, I won't say I enjoyed my time there. But it was certainly instructional.
Oh my god, we have a new armorer. I mean, it's funny that you don't have anything from the other guy, but that's okay. You gain proficiency with short swords, long swords, and great swords. In addition, you gain a +1 bonus to melee action rolls. So Lae'zel will probably get these. What does she have? The wearer gains advantage on melee attacks while surrounded by 2 or more foes. She's not surrounded by 2 or more, so I'm going to say that's not exactly a good trade-off. Big armor's worse, chainmail's worse, hide armor's worse. What about bow? Who's using a long bow? You? What do we have here? 4 to 11, 6 to 11. Once per short rest, you regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with the Spell Thief. 1d8 plus 3, 1d5, 1d5. So this is theoretically better. Arrow of Dragon. Oh, it's single use. No. Sword of Life Stealing. Life Stealing critical. On critical hit, the target takes an extra 1d10 necrotic damage as long as it isn't constructed or undead. You also gain 10 temporary hit points. I might give him this. That's 6 to 11. That's a short sword with finesse. 3 to 11. She can't use short swords. I, on the other hand, can. But I'm also only using staffs for their magical properties. Let's see, 6 to 11. I feel like this would actually be a really good weapon for him. Wait, are you... Wait, how are you neutral with me? I saved your life.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Oh, we should bring Karlach to talk to him. Okay.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
This asshole, huh?
No, still incapable. Not for you to know.
Oh, that's 3 plus. So perception and nature are the same thing. They're both 3 plus 3. We'll do nature just because, like, that's kind of my thing. And we just roll natural 20s here. There's, like, nothing else we really need to throw. You know what I mean? So it's just, might as well just do it all the time. Don't need bonuses. I don't need guidance. Just throw a 20 down when you want.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
My thoughts to your thoughts.
Are you satisfied?
What the actual... What the fuck was that? That's the least bovine thing I've ever seen.
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
Okay, that's fine, but like...
Good little hero. Scurry on now. I admire your ability to graciously suffer the frustration of your desires. Toodaloo.
I don't want to attack him to see what he does. I kind of want to attack him.
Do you like our new friend? He's new.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am. I remember you from the Grove with the Druids. I hoped to see you again. And now I have.
I'm so glad everybody likes us.
On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
How'd you make it? We made it on the double. That's how. So we're gonna go back to camp real quick and grab Perlakia. Oh, this is new. This is very new. Olsen actually has a tent now? This is mapped out wrong. It's registering as deep water. There it is. Hour 58 minutes. You got your drop. Heads up, ads are going to start in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. For non-subscribers, I do run ads because Twitch runs pre-roll ads if I don't, and I absolutely abhor pre-roll ads. So, just a heads up if you all are here are going to be around for the next few minutes. Hey, Scratch. You don't have to watch. You can click off if you want to, because like if you click off and come back in 5 minutes, there won't be any ads. Because your location. Gotcha. Let's have you wait in camp a minute.
Darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll spend my... It sounds awful.
Please don't tell me he just gave me his inventory. Oh, good, it didn't. Perlakia, where are you at? There she is. Saddle up. Oh my god, she's gonna start off at like level 6.
Hey, soldier.
That's not my name.
Hell yes.
Yep.
What a charmer.
I'm not even gonna bother leveling her up, actually. How fluid is your French? You have 52 seconds to say.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira.
Yeah.
The Jaheira.
Yeah. Wait.
Not personally, I mean, I wish. She's an absolute legend. Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Sutherland. Okay, there's a lot of talking going on. That definitely tells me my next playthrough is going to be with her. Where is he? There he is.
Aha! Thought I sensed an infernal. What are you doing here?
Same thing as you, I reckon. Trying to stay out of the shadows. Hold on. I know you. The weaponsmith, right? Drafted into the Blood War when your city was swallowed by Avernus. Not too different from my own story. Well done making it out alive.
Same to you. Though unless my senses deceive me, you brought a bit of the hells back with you. Infernal engine?
Who needs a heart when you've got one of these to keep you warm? Thank you, Zariel.
Forget warm. You're burning up. Might be burning out a piston ring. Or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Please do. I've been dying to find an infernal mechanic.
Now that's hot. Too hot. I think I could sort you out. But I'll need some infernal iron and a lot of luck. As a matter of fact, I think I might. I've sensed some in the area. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic. Once you know what you're looking for, I can show you where I'd look.
Fuck yes, we will.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sure.
Easy, easy, easy.
Meantime, if you need to
There's a
stock up,
family
everything I
stream.
have is available.
That's a hot arrow.
Shout if you need anything else.
We bang him infernal iron. Don't we have infernal iron in camp?
Anything of use?
Patch up my engine.
Like, I literally thought I was hanging out of this for some other reason, but I guess I can use it right now, which is fine.
How fares the search?
I found the infernal iron you mentioned.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Let me sleep on it. I just might be able to work something out. Hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. I'll need more infernal iron either way, though, so keep your eyes open. Take care.
Upgraded Color's heart couldn't be repaired yet. He told us to let him sleep on it and bring him more infernal iron. He may have the solution then. How much iron did that take? Okay, so I still have 3 pieces of iron, though, so...
Need anything?
I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it? I think I found a material you could work with. What do you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
I don't know what I just gave him.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Wait a second. Didn't he say he needed Hellfire armor or whatever? I don't think I was supposed to do that. That looks pretty fucking sweet, though. Hold on a second. Oh, wait, flawed? Huh, that looks garbage.
Assume nothing.
No one stopped me yet.
Maggots will be done.
Oh, that looks good on her, though.
Need anything? Need anything? It's perfect.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
I'm very confused because that just consumed my Hellfire pieces.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Or it didn't.
Need anything? Well... Need anything?
Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Your unarmed attacks deal 1 to 4 necrotic damage and can possibly inflict bleeding. I don't know what metal he just made that out of, honestly. A little confused on that. We're getting her up there, though. She's getting close to, like, the rest of our levels, which is good. So we're going to go back to camp, switch her out, and pick up the vampire.
Indolence breeds madness.
Never a dull moment.
Soldier? Really? Really, really? Oh, fine. Hey, soldier.
Still not my name. It sounds like all we need to do to fix your engine is find infernal iron, which we have some already.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, thrusty pints. I'm just happy to know someone can do something about this little situation. Thought I was alone, but I'm not, am I? With your help, and Damon's, I might be able to get a little more control over this thing. None too soon, either. It's starting to wear me out a bit. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them.
Big fan
anyway,
of her.
What are we talking about? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. It's not that I want to collect them, per se. It's just that if we should happen upon them, I can use them in battle to fire up my engine. Evil's evil, but it can be put to good use. Sometimes. Maybe. Right?
Oh, that tells me what I can do with soul coins, which I didn't know.
Copper for your thoughts. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash, politician.
No way, a
inventor. One
politician
of these
put
wheeler
something
dealer
deadly
types who seems
inside
to
her?
have a
Get
finger in
out.
every pie.
That's how you know it's a
Guess
fantasy
I was
game.
naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job, a good job. with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Gives me energy, power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat, anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well, can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
Sorry, I kind of always
Hey,
go through their
soldier.
stories just to know what's going on.
One day I'll catch a break.
All right, we'll get the lock-picking guy in party. Hey, Mook, what's the difference between Lazelle and Karlak? If they're both front lines with heavies.
Hello, my dear.
He sounds like me when I talk to you all.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Why did he just get 6,000 something 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 XP? What the hell? Lazelle is a fighter, Karlak is a barbarian. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. All right, so we're going to have to remember to switch out her hat when we heal. I think we're going to sell this, and I think we're going to sell this. Actually, we'll just drop it in chest. We don't actually need to get rid of it right now.
What am I to do?
Wielder has +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. Constitution saving throw 1. I think that's good. You have advantage on saving throws against charmed because I don't want him charmed. He's got +2 sleight of hand. That's fine. He's got +3 meters. Your weapon also deals 2 acid. That's fine. The wearer gains 1d thrower. You throw damage. When you heal a creature, you gain attack rolls. Yeah, I feel like it's actually a pretty good setup.
Let's move.
Let's move. Kind of creating armor sets here. Like, not that anyone's wearing armor sets, but I mean, like, I'm kind of creating armor sets. Leaf camp. Please tell me I dropped off the infernal armor. Kind of happy that Lazelle's finally getting a decent set of armor on her there. That's cool.
Moving ahead.
So I don't think I need the water conjugation on this one. There we go. There's our girl mole.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I just feel like all your stuff is going to be garbage.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
I'm actually going to say, too, yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock.
What do you got?
A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole
Feels
gave it to me
super
and said I shouldn't
suspect.
let it go to just any old jackaday. Don't worry, it isn't leaving my sight. Premium trinkets and doodahs. What can I get you?
Oh my god, they literally have real inventory. What? I feel like everything is going to be at a stupid price. I'm almost going to buy this literally just because of what it says. I don't have a cloak yet. Evasive shoes, acrobats, and armor class? What do you have? Momentum. You know what? I think I might need to combine his water spell with his boots more. But I mean, those are pretty nice boots. Acrobat, it's an armor class. 19, 19, 16, 18. If I give them to her. See, but that takes away from her momentum, and she moves a lot. What does momentum do again? Spurred on by a sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed is increased by 1.5 meters per remaining duration of the effect. I'm gonna give the water sparkers to her. I'm gonna give the armor class ones to him, I think. Mook, what am I doing here, man? What do you think? Her armor's at 18, and she's my front line. Think I should give her these boots, +1 armor class? And +1 acrobatics. It comes at the cost of momentum, though.
Good. We'll leave soon.
What are we thinking on that? Because I'm thinking of giving these to her, to Lizelle. given the momentum boots to Shadowheart. Yeah, what sounds good for... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, they're only 192, so... Hold on, I gotta...
Pleasure, dude.
Let me look at my inventory real quick here.
Right here.
Yeah, chill out, kid. We're selling all this. All that. I actually need to give her more potions of healing is what this is telling me.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go.
What can I get you?
So we're gonna barter up. It is giving me terrible prices on this stuff.
Trolls report more activity among the cultists, Mom. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Pleasure. Premium trinkets and doodads.
Trinkets and doodads. Alright, so +1 armor class. So we're gonna give them to her. +19. Got it. Now momentum. What do I want to do with momentum? We're not using these.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
So let's hit her with water. Like, he's still 16. Like, I keep using him for close range when I guess realistically I should be keeping him set as like super ranged character. He does have a great sword though. Yeah, because he has all of these arrows. Like, I need to keep him with the arrows. So then... we're going to switch these boots to her. And we're going to make her more frontline. And I need to hit her with water. So I need... create water to be stuck on her. And we'll give him... momentum. There we go.
What's next?
Assume nothing.
Can't give up now.
Last Light's best bargains. In the market for something special? What about it?
Oh, that seems rude. But it seems like we're going to be a little rude at the moment.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, I like this one. 3 wisdom, guidance, and insight proficiency. How much inspiration do I have right now? 4? Roll it again.
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Don't be shy. Have a gander at
Received
the finest
tower-shaped key.
We'll leave soon?
Oh, it's on my keyring, isn't it?
Yes, Mom.
Elaborate key plated with silver. Huh?
We need to talk.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna go upstairs a second. Hold on. Why is it garbage outside here? What is happening?
And I don't want to give you a lassie, but I will, damn it.
Better not be cursed.
Last night's best bargains right here. Don't be shy. Finest stuff.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Like, nothing in here is locked. I'm taking that because I like the look of it. I'm never going to wear it, though. I said I was going to buy that cloak from the kid, didn't I? I did. Whoa! Never mind. Don't click out here. Oh, tell me I can destroy the book here.
Hear me, Moon Maiden.
He's gonna argue with Shadow. I might take her into the party.
I didn't realize I had an audience.
Hi.
The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isobel. Pleased to meet you.
Oh.
Bully for us. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's Almost too good to be true.
I mean, I did
But I'd be
also
a
steal
poor
like a
cleric
bunch of your
indeed not
stuff.
to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
I haven't.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Wow, man, the druid dialogue coming in strong.
No, I cannot. I simply impart the blessings the Moon Maiden provides me. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Are we getting into combat and I haven't long rested? Oh.
Hello, Isobel.
Oh, please tell me we fight him right now.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Oh man, I'm literally having to pick druid answer every time.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all, you fool.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has.
You wanted some
Time
wheat?
to go, Isobel.
Nope. No, mole!
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Come along,
Him going first is a story thing because her ability prevents her from not going first. Dude, I haven't long rested. Ugh. What do you have before I hit you? 17 armor class? Great. Enjoy the damage. If I push him back, does that give me attack of opportunity on him? Unfortunately not. The damage, on the other hand. Yeah, get up here. Please. I want everyone up here. Wait, what's your dexterity at? Why does everyone have 16 dexterity? Wait, is he already bleeding? No, he's not bleeding. There's literally nothing good I can do with her. I mean, yeah, we'll go for a swing. Ain't gonna do him.
Let's turn someone inside out.
That literally just gave me full health. That's awesome.
You'll make
Man,
excellent fertilizer.
they took Mole. I'm so annoyed by that. I love to see it, right? Man, what a shame. I only have a level 3 slot available, huh? Moon Maiden. I don't have the, oh, I do. You like spores? I like spores. 4 damage! Okay, neat. Wow, she's like almost dead. That was my axe, unfortunately.
General Ketherick wants you alive at any cost.
I'm a little confused about what you hit me with, so I'm gonna hit you back. Like, I'm really going to hit you back. Target must be an ally. Okay, and turn. So many spells. Oh, she's paralyzed. She can't not. Okay. I misread the situation. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. Oh, he's got 8. I think he dies here. Yeah.
Serene, she might
All right, wreck him, wreck him. Or don't, I guess that's fine. What a shame, level 3 spell slot only, huh? How about we hit one of these? Perfect. I should have thrown a health pot at her. That's my own fault. A little confused why it's not letting me hit the ensnare, but okay. Wait, did I just say knocked out? Wait, is that story bound? No. Like I can't save her?
What in the nine hells happened? I see little more than a cowardly deception at play. Isobel is gone. Soon the shadows will wash us all away. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if last light falls, you must destroy the cult of the Absolute. Their leader is a man called Ketheric Thorm. He resides in Moonrise Towers, and we found him to be impervious to the blade. And to magic to boot. Even so, you must find him. And you must kill him. As impossible
would have been nice if you all didn't just kind of make me fight after not
resting. There must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. Something stirs.
Oh my god, really?
It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a little too much.
Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate.
You're also part of the plot.
Not even for those we knew, those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts and steady your hands. To battle!
No. No. We're not doing this shit. I want my characters to rest. I blew all my spell slots because I was thinking I could rest here. God, was I wrong. I want to buy that cloak. I never bought that cloak. Be too much to ask for a safe haven.
Last Light's best bargains right here. Welcome back. Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, give me this.
Pleasure doing business.
I like it.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Yeah, let me wander here real quick, all right?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at...
God, not this bitch again.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
Yeah, that's where we're going anyways.
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
I'm going for it.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your
Let him go.
mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Yeah, F5'd. It's F5'd. It's F5'd. I mean, realistically, I just made the perception roll, so... If I didn't make the perception roll, which I didn't think was going to happen, like, I wouldn't have even known to have done that.
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Say you know a pact-breaking charm and chant a series of pseudo-infernal phrases. Remember all you can about devils and their contracts, intimidation. We could always let the cult infect the asset. I bet they'd make a loyal thrall. I kind of want to go with number one. Hey, noob. Oh my god, yes! Let's do it! Woo!
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Noob, is this for the boatman or who, or what class? Wow. So that just happened. For mages in general? Okay. You had me at high Rashido, but now you have my full attention.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
I play Soul sometimes. I actually enjoy playing Soul. I'm just bad at hitting auto attacks.
I want to believe that as much
I picked
as
option
you do.
1, by the way.
Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is.
It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win.
Not ever.
God, does everybody want to talk to me now that I did that? Really? What do you want?
I... F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this?
It'd probably be pretty good on Nuwa. You definitely have my attention. Let me know how that plays out next match.
What are you doing?
Just looking. What's on your back?
From Cazador.
Oh,
written
that's
in
right.
flesh.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a poem, but I've never read it. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashimi.
Rashimi? Sounds pretty close to what I call myself. I almost selected the mirror. I literally almost selected, do you want me to get a mirror? And then I just realized who I was talking to. Shut up and turn around. Yeah, I know. Like, I almost picked it.
The pattern swirls before you, runes hacked crudely into his flesh.
That actually looks
can't
precisely.
read it, but you recognize the letters. Infernal, the language of the hells.
And?
Karlak could
What does it
translate
say?
that. There once was a cleric of Gond who was cursed. Hold on, I'll draw it for you.
What in the hells? What did he do to me? No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means. 2 centuries carrying this. And
I can finally see it. I keep trying to click on the community poll button, but it's not bringing up the option to do it, and I don't know why. All right, so you really have no idea what it is. We're not going to do that one because clearly not. I'm leaning towards 3. I'm leaning between 3 and 2. I feel like those are my options right now. 2? Did you ever? Yeah, true.
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out.
Will we? How sweet.
Oh man, I'm getting real excited because like I've got a list of mods I want to play this with, and one of them is going to be what are you doing? Yeah, good. One of them is unlimited party size. No way, Will wants to talk to me. Because I'd love to have a couple tanks and mages running around. Oh, Katie, if you get a chance, go check out the video game stuff room and check out the latest mod I just posted. I'm trying to figure out what it does.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Relax, we're best
Mazora
friends.
set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Thought you're supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract? Yeah, I could see that.
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the blood war. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting.
All right, so Mazora
She won't
is
let me
his
go without
pack
making a fuss.
demon.
Trust me.
And what is it? Zariel? Zarel is the queen something demon. Oh, he knows about Raphael.
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with,
with the hero, a villain, and a moral.
And a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
I think it's a little too ironic.
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
How would you sleep at night? Like, I'm a side sleeper. I don't think I could work with those horns like that.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything.
He'll take
everything.
Everything. Interesting. All right, so we're gonna hit a sleepy poo here real fast. Get all my spells, especially for her. Like she's literally running on fumes. I believe she's mostly out. All right, so we're gonna sleep it up real quick. Auto select, full rest. They really need to fix this. I still hate it. No.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. I'm getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress.
The Abs. Okay.
You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
Yeah, it's because I'm amazing.
Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
You look terrible. What a horrible answer. As this is probably the parasite trying to eat me alive.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. A woman by the name of Berlin. We were close. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
I'm so confused because I thought she was the parasite. All right, so speak with animals. We're gonna turn on. We're gonna turn on our druid form. Well, beforehand, she was talking about something about the true soul and the absolute. Like she was implying she was them. But now they're saying, yeah, now I'm confused. It's a great storyline. I will say before you take Naito, yeah, but then she said something about another person and the tadpoles don't, I mean, they turn into a thing. They don't, whatever. Like I still don't have my parasite menu. I haven't had a single one. They're all sitting in my drawer. Scratch. What do you want? Come here. Come here. Scratch.
The dog is unable to speak through the...
What you got?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
That's
All
so
I know
funny.
is I thought of you when I saw it.
Give him the pets. There it is. Yeah, potion. I mean, it's not bad. It's also good. You good, Mr. Cowell?
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
I don't know what it is about his lines, but I like it. Very, very succinct.
More.
Everybody's rested. Everybody's got their garbage up, so we're gonna leave camp.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Save it. Have a good night. We're gonna try to save this little angel person here from bullshit. Shit. Wrong floor. There we go.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
What do we want to do here?
Right here.
What weapon do I have on right now?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isobel. Pleased to meet you. Small. But there are places. The salute. Good nose. Like a nasty. While you're busy.
Sorry, we've already seen this dialogue. I'm just skipping it.
Marcus, is that you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come.
Time.
Come along, Isobel.
Okay, everybody's got to like focus on healing her as much as possible. We're going to use our bonus action to hit him again. We're going to use our second wind to hit. That really sucks. We're going to heal her with this. That'll be the focus. Keep her alive. So we're going to hit her with... What is her AC at? Her AC's 11? That's so wrong. Okay, that was our bonus action. So, like, I really do need to kind of position myself right here for when he tries to chase her. So we're going to run around. And our main action... We're going to burn a level 2. Yeah, we're going to burn a level 2 for this. We're just going to follow her around and keep her alive. Okay, so she's topped off.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Perfect. This is good. He's going to run in. That's fine. So I can moonbeam those two. Oh my god, she tried to run away. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to put our level 3 moonbeam here. Tactical view, because this is trying to snap. So he essentially is going to have to run straight. So he's going to, like, go straight through this almost no matter what. I literally can't. So he's ensnared. All right, so they're gonna burn.
General Ketherick wants her alive at any cost.
He literally can't move, that's why. So we're gonna hit him with one of these. Hit him with one of these. We're gonna move just a little. Nope. He's actually got a ton of HP. I wasn't aware of how much HP he had. I really feel like this is the best chance because I don't think he can run right here. So we're gonna move over there. I'm like slowly burning out her positioning. I'm really trying to keep him locked in right there, as you can tell. I need her to heal. So there's nothing else. Here your dice are done, cantrips are done, so we're gonna end. I need you to level 3 creature you can see. saw it. There was a spot she jumped in.
Much longer.
I would rather have you die than her die. Ah, see, this makes me nervous. Like, just closing the door. Oh, good, it doesn't. Perfect. Level 3, touch. Her?
Take your...
Oh, that pathway just opened up, didn't it? Damn it. Facing downstairs, we're good. Hamstring, they can't move. Athletics failed. Like we got a warrior downstairs. Almost dead. That shot was from downtown. Okay, she's fully healed. Perfect. Face the power of the sun.
I'll strike you down.
He dies on the next move. Oh, it's an action to put that on? What's healing touch? Is healing touch an action? We're just gonna heal ourselves. Actually, you know what? Bonus action. Good move. We're gonna throw... Nope. We're gonna bonus action level 3 axe. We're gonna throw it right here. Okay. What does Channel Divinity got? Nope, we're good. Okay. Attack of opportunity. Dead. All right, we need to rush out here to save the rest of everyone else. And turn. That, don't know why that happened. Okay, they got that killed. Okay, we got that. So we're gonna run. I'm literally like escorting her around right now. I don't think I have enough movement for this. I don't. We're gonna leave it for now. Dude, spiritual weapon is the worst. End turn. Wait, is that one dead? That one is dead. Okay.
On the move.
Dance. Keep guessing.
Yeah, he's my backliner too. Crit miss, come on.
Another fight. Let's go.
All right, we got to thread that needle like right about. I'm going to kill everybody if they try to run up on this guy. Wow, there's literally nothing I can do right now.
Make way.
Ow?
Got to press on.
a better position.
Oh, I don't think I've got enough movement speed for this.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Go already! But we don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
Oh my god. Whew, we're shaking on that one.
I don't know, guys. It's fine. Jaheira won't even notice we're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. I know, but we need a plan.
Looking ahead,
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the
need to find a way forward.
Isobel, are you all right? I'm fine. Martha
I
has been
had
with us since
no
the start.
idea her
They've
level
been
was
tracking us
11.
this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isobel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first.
Yeah, that's the plan.
General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name? He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed. Dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible.
So he's a
A
lich?
Sharan? Perhaps someone I should seek out.
We met him on the road here, commanding the army of the Absolute. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. A man does not return from the dead and becomes impervious to arrows out of nowhere. There is magic at work. Strong, arcane, and most likely necromantic. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. We took shelter here and were considering a full retreat until you came along. I don't know why he's waiting. Why he's not marching his army west as we speak. But as long as he remains, there's still a chance. You are that chance. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed.
You got it.
Good luck.
Okay.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Let's hope your cunning is as strong as your optimism. You're the key to all of this. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Medium armor. Shifting corpus ring. Great club +1. This is proficiency in some way. What is this here? Half plate armor 15. It's medium armor of 15. Oh, I just gave that to me. I don't wear medium armor.
A long way to go still.
I don't think you have... Oh, you do. Wow, okay. Not really that good, so we're probably just gonna sell it.
Jaheira won't even notice we're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
I have a lot on my mind.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Ever since I've returned, there's been a filth in me. I feel it in my very lungs. I mean, I feel like they're painting Shar very clearly to be the one of the bad guys here. With her being all, oh my god, wait, maybe Shark. No, I don't think it's what you think it is.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
No one.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
He literally has nothing. Why is our AC so low? I want to look something up really quick, and I'm probably going to call it right here. Oh, I guess there is a couple ways to get rid of the book. For some reason, I thought that would have been her. All right, well, I mean, mostly kept everybody alive. I think there's one person out there who died. And I still have my temporary hit points. Yeah, I need to get him higher armor.
More activity among the cultists, Mum.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Ooh, we're about to be level 8.
Seems that way.
Or level 7.
What's hiding here?
Why don't we ask Jaheira? Yeah, because she did a great job protecting Mole.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one cares. No one.
Blessing
but
of Saloon.
us.
Saloon's radiance protects against the lesser effects of the shadow curse, but beware, even her light cannot guard against the darkest shadow.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family.
We will bring Mole
Bring her
back.
back, please.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed we will bring Mole back. Yeah, there is a cat in this game. I thought there was.
Mole can be cranky and mean, but she looks after us. So stock up, all right? Because you need all the help you can get to bring her home.
You got it.
Our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Peril? Maybe not, Mom.
This decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out endless water. However, it will definitely regain its properties the next day, the day after for sure. These are still really cheap-ass items.
Pleasure doing.
Our asses.
I'm ready.
No one's stopped me yet.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Rip.
Too dark to tell.
Breathe deep and move. I bet they're close. Watching us.
That is going to do it for me. We're just gonna do a long rest.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a long rest. We're gonna get ready for our next stream. We're doing fine. Oh God, I gotta see if everyone here wants to talk to me.
My faith will guide me.
As I say, I more specifically want to heal because Shadowheart lost all her stuff.
I've been thinking about the runes Cazador carved into my back. I don't know much about Infernal, but I know anything written in Devil script is going to be bad news. I'm afraid that through those ruins, somehow, Cazador might still be able to dominate me. Oh yes, we all got the same treatment. But I can't exactly stroll up and ask to look at their backs, can I? They're still under Cazador's clawed thumb. No. I thought I might ask someone else. Our devilish friend, Raphael. If anyone's going to know about infernal text, he will. Well, you know what they say. Better the devil you know. Unfortunately, he comes and goes in his own schedule, so we'll just have to look out for any sulphurous odors or the sound of questionable poetry. Meanwhile, I think I'll spend some time studying the art of infernal negotiations.
Really?
What can I do for you, my friend? It's not a plan yet. Whatever Cazador did to me, once I know what that purpose was, maybe a plan will present itself.
Interesting. That just took 73. Oh,
Don't say a
shit.
word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. The shadows curse me. But I am ruled by an even greater torment.
I know it is. There it is.
My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in, uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet and the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Shakvonas too. There is only one way for you to prove it. A fine sentiment, but I require more. We fight. I test you in battle. Dance with me. Bleed with me. Bruise me so that you might possess me.
Okay.
Do it then. Make me yours. Best. Prove your excellence.
Ow. Wait, she can't intervene? Oh, no one can intervene. Okay.
Yes, just like that.
I don't really have a defense right now. Well, I'm gonna have to burn through my damn potions, aren't I, until I can get more of my spells up.
Trying to cheat. See what that gets you. Wounds scar me. Keep it coming. Give me all you've got.
So she only gets to strike twice now, because I think she just... All targets within range within the light turn visible, and attack rolls against them have advantage. I mean, she has to be on top of me in order to fight me. So... Oh my god, it's a concentration spell.
Lae'zel's touch is unusually gentle. Her fingers lightly graze your bruises and wipe away.
Run that shit back. I'm not losing that fight. Last time I auto-saved it was? Should be a camp. Or talk to what's-his-face. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
I'm afraid that through those ruins, somehow, our devilish friend, Raphael,
Zal, wouldn't it suck if you,
Action, not reaction.
it didn't have any of your gear on you? AC 12?
Let's get going.
Really hope you're good at unarmed combat, kiddo.
Don't say a word. I asked Sacrifice to dance with me. Do it.
Yes, prove your excellence. Yes, just like that. Keep it coming. Give me all you've got.
Start piercing the ground, turn to hard spikes. A creature walking the spikes take 2 for every 10.
Incredible.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
I should be humiliated. I should know the shame of defeat. I am Lae'zel. But you are just still.
I don't know what
You
that
were
means.
stronger. I was steel, and you were silver. You are mine. Say the words. Jacques Vonashdu, source of my bruises.
Is that what that's called? Long rest using only alcohol. A time-honored tradition is the ability I just got. All right, give her stuff back. That was amazing.
Things have stayed interesting.
All right, speak with animals. That's so funny. A time-honored tradition.
Speak your mind. I'm listening.
Damn, that armor looks great.
I'm listening. Exquisite, isn't it?
Does it lower my hit
Pain
points?
is a mutual promise branded on our flesh and bone. Inside your every wound lives my obsession. Inside my every wound lives your passion.
This does not sound like a healthy relationship.
A pleasure more carnal than the smell of a fresh kill. One day, I will achieve ascension, and I will revel in the psalms sung in Vlaakith's court. Until then, you will be my ecstasy.
Sounds good, kiddo.
Here, now. If it weren't apparent, it should be. I'm not keen on such outward displays of our flesh bond.
Can I get a bonus from? Oh, I can't get a. Oh, wow. Great roll, huh? An immediate fail. Run that one back. Hold on. I'm not. Give me a real chance. Don't just fail me. We're not doing that game.
Here. Now. If it weren't apparent, it should be. I'm not keen on such outward displays of our flesh bond.
I think it's karmatic. I think it's going to be low no matter what, unless I burn an insight or, oh, I have inspiration I can use. There it is.
Come, let me taste.
Boom. I don't know if I'd say that's worth an inspiration.
Always at your side.
I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. Just a pity I'm not responsible for it.
You had your chance. Oof, this is a rough one.
Sometimes it can be difficult to know what you want, what you need, until it's already lost you. I know that from experience. I won't lie. I won't pretend that part of me isn't hoping you'll look in my eyes and still feel something.
If
Foolish,
you
I know.
weren't a psychopath,
Allow me to wallow
for
in the
sure, I
fantasy just a
might
moment.
feel guilty about this.
Bittersweet as it is.
So what do you say if it's the whole rigid thing about being with both of them? I'm probably going to go with the answer I just picked. I want to see what the dialogue option is if you choose the other one.
I can't help but notice you seem happier. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that Lae'zel may not be keen to share you with me. In truth, I don't think I'd want to be your spare lover. I don't... There's no hard feelings. Genuinely. You deserve happiness. Don't be foolish.
That's not a bad answer.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Wait, does everybody have some smart-ass comment now that I guess technically I'm with the I want to spill everybody's blood character?
Copper for your thoughts.
Guess not. You know, it's funny. Most people romance Shadowheart. I romance Lae'zel. I'm going to call it on that one, too. Tomorrow's Mobile Monday. We'll see everybody then.